last session we discussed about how to deal with various JavaScript references. How do we deal with JavaScript references? Right. So how JavaScript refers and how JavaScript can access the elements of HTML. Few important points we learned about them. Right. So how to use those JavaScript references? One example I told you. Right. So now we are going to learn the various other points. So first option in the references we learned about refer by using DOM hierarchy and refer by using name and refer by using ID and refer by using class name and refer by using tag name. These are the important references we have learned. So one is DOM hierarchy, what are the drawbacks? Name, what are the drawbacks? And ID, what are the advantages and drawbacks, right? And class name and tag name, it returns an array of all the elements, but that are using specific tag name and specific class name. Now, another important option while working with JavaScript references. So you can refer the elements by using refer the elements, access elements that are using common name. So we can access the elements that are using common name also. So for that we have to use a method document.get elements by name. Get elements by name. By using this, you can access the elements by name. We can access all the elements by name. So for example, here we have this HTML page. Now, in this HTML page, suppose we are having some options like a field set and a legend, and keep this as payment methods, right? Okay, and here we have an option input type is equal to radio, and radio is having name as some pay, and here it is having some credit card. Okay, and the input type is equal to radio and its name also pay, and it has COD. Similarly, another input type is equal to radio and name is equal to pay, and this is some UPI. Now Here the point is we have three elements with the same name. We have three elements with the same name. So you can see we have credit card, UPI, COD. These are the three payment methods. Now I want to know how many payment methods are there. So then what we can do is, because they share a common name, we can use this name to verify how many elements are present. So what you have to do here on the body load, so we need to use get elements by name, get elements by name. And what's the name you are looking for? So the name is pay. That means how many elements are having the name pay. So it will get all the elements and it will store the elements in the reference of X. And we are printing length, means we are content, you are printing total number of payment methods. I will save this, and when I refresh, obviously it has to display total number of payment methods. It has to display this 3. You can see the payment methods, it is displaying 3. That means how many elements are using that pay, we can identify. Suppose I removed one of the method and I am refreshing this. This time, total number of payment methods 2. It will get that value and display. So here important is we can even access the elements by using a common name shared by them. That is done by using this. So what are the various methods of referring elements in HTML? JavaScript can refers to the elements in HTML by using DOM hierarchy, by using name, by using ID, by using class name, by using tag name, and by using okay. So by using these options, we can refer the elements in HTML. So all other techniques I explained in previous session. Today we learned one additional option, get elements by name. This is used to collect all the elements which are having or which are sharing a common name. So example for this, so this is an example for it, right? This is an example for that. So how you can refer and access the common name, right? So in JavaScript, we haven't started any programming. So we are still learning about how to handle JavaScript with HTML. In that 2 points we learned how we can keep JavaScript in HTML, inline, embed, and external file, and how JavaScript takes control over HTML, how JavaScript refers to HTML, how JavaScript takes control over HTML. What are the various reference methods? That is by ID, by name, by tag name, by class name, and all. Next, after understanding how JavaScript refers, now we need to understand JavaScript output properties and methods. Output properties and methods. What are the various JavaScript output properties and methods? In any programming language, we need to understand how to handle input and output. So, how to handle input and output? JavaScript inputs and outputs. How to handle input and output? So, because what is the Yep. So we are handling the input and output operations. So technically, a programming language will accept input from you. It will process. It will generate an output and sends the output. We will see both how to handle input and output because it is very important in any programming language. So in JavaScript, what are the various methods and properties used for output? What are the various methods and properties used for output? Let's see. Then we will see out input because these are the two important things we need to use every day. Means you need to understand them perfectly. Let's see. So what are the JavaScript output properties and methods? So we have important output properties and methods. We have inner HTML. We have inner text. We have outer HTML. Outer HTML. We have alert is a method. So we have confirm. Confirm is a method. And we have console. Console has a lot of operations like console log, console warn, like console error, like console info. So these are all console related options. Console debug. These are all console related functions. So by using these functions and properties, we can handle output in JavaScript. JavaScript output can be handled by using a set of properties and methods. Set of properties and methods. So we have inner HTML, inner text, outer HTML, alert, confirm, console log, warn, console error, console info, debug, so many. We will see all of them, how to use and how do we work with them. How do we work with them? So there is no order. It depends on our requirement and situation. We have to use them. Let's see how we can manage the output. How we can manage the output. Later we can see how we can manage the input. How we can manage the input. So first important. So when you are writing programs in JavaScript, depending on the situation, you have to choose these properties and methods. If you understand what they are, then later you can decide the situation where to use them. According to the situation, we have to use them. Let's see what they are. So important one by one. I already told you that is not any order, right? These are all output properties and methods. Let's see first what is alert and what is confirm. We will see how we can handle by using alert. Actually, alert is a message box. Is a message box used to display a message. Used to display a message dynamically. Alert is a message box used to display a message dynamically. Message dynamically in the browser window. In the browser window. In the browser window. What is important of this alert box is it will not allow the user, it will not allow the user to perform, it will not allow the user to perform any another task until or unless he confirms the alert. He confirms the alert. He confirms the alert. That means it will not allow the user to perform any another task until or unless he confirms the alert. That means many times what happens is I want to show a warning. I want to show a message in the page. But what happens is Yes, it is mandatory to show the message. You cannot ignore that. That means we want to show the message so that user cannot ignore it. It's mandatory that he have to see and confirm. In such cases, so we have to show in an alert. Remember, user cannot even cancel it. User cannot even cancel it. It is mandatory. It is mandatory to confirm. It is mandatory to confirm. So that is why we use alerts. So we should not use alerts unnecessarily. We should use alerts in a message box. So only when we need a mandatory confirmation. We need a mandatory confirmation. For example, how we can define that? Let's see. So temporarily, I am writing a new page here, alert.html. And here we are defining a simple head section. Rest of options are same. Head section, script type is equal to text / JavaScript. Okay. And here, body, in the body section, we given a simple message. We given a simple button, and button as delete. Button type as button, because by default buttons are submit buttons. We want the button as an ordinary button. Okay. When user clicks delete, you can use all your bootstrap and all. So I don't need to tell that every day now. So according to our examples, we will use them. Relation style sheet, href is equal to node modules, bootstrap dist css bootstrap.css. Okay. Now here I am using class as container fluid, and here the button I'm giving a class as btn and btn danger. Okay. Now let's run this and see. And this is the button. So here I will bring delete record. Delete record, that is the heading. Now when user clicks delete button, I want a confirmation. You remembered, I already told you we need, we can use a bootstrap alert also. Bootstrap alert is displayed inside the page. Bootstrap alert is displayed inside the page. It is displayed inside the page. So it is a part of page. That also I will show you. Currently we are learning about JavaScript alert. Bootstrap alert already we learned how to show an alert inside the page and close it. How to use it correctly in our examples I will tell you. This is JavaScript alert. Now how to define JavaScript alert? So we need to write an event on button click. So I will write here on click is equal to delete click. So later you are going to learn about events and all. So don't worry. As of now, just observe that when user clicks the button, on click indicates that when button is clicked, it will point towards a function called delete click. There is no function by name delete click. We will write a function in JavaScript in the script element delete click. Now what should happen on delete click? I will keep an alert. Alert is expecting a message, and any type of message. I will say here alert. So record will be deleted permanently. Record will be deleted permanently. This message I am defining. So alert some message. That means whenever delete button is clicked, an output will be shown as record will be deleted permanently. I will save this and I will refresh and I click delete button. Then an alert will come. Record will be deleted permanently. Remember, this is a message box. You observe carefully. It is not even having a close button. It is having only one OK button. That means it is mandatory that user have to confirm. Sometimes you may think like, sir, I can press escape now. Even if you press escape, the message box is considered as OK only. That means here escape is equal to OK. So even you press escape, if you press escape, if you press enter, if you click OK, all means OK only. There is no close option here. There is no close option here. There is no close option defined here. If there is no close option, it is mandatory to confirm. The message user can see. But observe carefully, when this alert is there on page, I can't do any another work. That means I can't select anything in my page. I can't click this button again. I cannot do any another work inside the page until or unless I confirm this. I click OK, then it is confirmed. Now I can do some other work, selection, clicking again. Once I click, the message box came, I cannot do anything else. So until or unless I confirm this. That means whenever a situation comes in such a way that after user confirmation, it will continue. And confirmation is like mandatory. Okay. It is not even cancel. User cannot even cancel. Then in that case, what you can do, you can use an alert. User cannot even cancel. Actually, in this situation, escape, ESC is equal to OK. Escape is equal to OK. Enter is also equal to OK. So you do anything to close it, it is like a confirmation only. That means you are confirming it with OK only. So this is an alert box. We can show output in an alert. Remember, alert can use any string message. Alert can use any expression also. Any expression. That means it can perform any expression, evaluate a value, return the result also. That means don't think that it is just for string message. It is not just string message, it can use an expression also. The return value of that expression can be shown in an alert. That means I am saying that. So here record will be deleted. So here I am defining just a simple plus and I am using some 2 plus 1 something expression and I will keep another plus. So here I am defining attempts left something like this. Roughly this doesn't have any meaning for us in example currently. I'm just saying that it is not just displaying, And it is not just displaying a string message, it can even have expression inside it. That means now what will happen here when I refresh and click delete button, and it says record will be deleted permanently, 3 attempts left. It is not reasonable for current example. This is not example at all. It is just a syntax to show you and to make you understand. Later we are going to use them in examples. We are going to understand and see them in examples, right? So record will be deleted permanently, and this 3 is the result of an expression. So alert is not just so ordinary string. It can have expression, it can evaluate the expression and return the result also. That is what the purpose of an alert box. So that is one simple example of how we can use alert. So situation, when to use alert, you understood, right? When to use alert and how do we deal with the alert, you understood, right? So next important is we have another option, how we can use a confirm. Actually, confirm is similar to alert. It is similar to alert, but allows to cancel. It is similar to alert, but allows to cancel. That means now you want to show a message so that user can continue or cancel. That means user can continue with yes, or can cancel User can continue with yes, or he can cancel. That means it has a facility to handle both operations. That means alert is always okay. The result of alert is always okay. There is no other chance at all. But confirm is same like alert, but it allows you to cancel also. That means if you don't want to continue, you can cancel the task. If you want to continue, you can continue. That means message box can be cancelled. And that you can do by using confirm. That means now when user clicks delete, alert will not be good. Why? Because you are saying that record will be deleted. If he wants to cancel, then there is no chance. That's the reason alert may not suit for it. Then we will try one more thing here. Instead of alert, we are using confirm. Confirm, I am writing a message here. Message is, so are you sure? Want to delete this message we are displaying. Are you sure? Want to delete? Now I will save this. Once refresh and I click on delete button. Confirm also shows a message box, but you can see that this message box have okay and cancel. But important, currently okay and cancel buttons are there, but both buttons are not defined with functionality. You have to define them with functionality. If you don't define them with functionality, even you click cancel, it will continue. That means currently, even cancel also works as okay only. Why? Because we haven't written any logic for cancel. What should happen on OK click? What should happen on cancel click? That you have to define. That means A confirm box have two options now. One OK, another one cancel. Two buttons are present. At present here, when I click cancel, it is equal to OK only. Cancel also OK only. For example, see, after this confirm, I will keep a message alert. I will keep a message record deleted. Record deleted. I am displaying this message. I will refresh this. And you see, when I click on delete, it says, are you sure you want to delete? I click cancel. On cancel also, it's saying record deleted. That's not good, right? I click on the delete record button, delete button. It says, are you sure you want to delete? And I am clicking cancel. It is saying record deleted. So that means by default, it is displaying yes. That means it is displaying yes. You can continue with yes. Yes means okay. Or you can cancel. But by default, there is no functionality for cancel. That means by default, there is no functionality defined for cancel. So hence it works as equal as okay. Hence it works as okay. So how to define functionality? Confirm box will return. Confirm box will return boolean true. It return boolean true on OK click and returns false on cancel click. By using this logic, we can write functionality. That means the confirm box will return a boolean value. That means when you click OK, this confirm box is going to return true. When you click cancel, then it is going to return false. Initially, whatever it is returning, we will store in a variable. That means var x. And what do you think x contains? Later I am going to explain you variables, data types, operators and all. We should not concentrate on that currently. Later we will discuss about them. As of now, just understand a point that the result of confirm is going to store in x. And x is boolean. That means it contains true or false. When it contains true, when user clicks OK, then it will contain true. When user clicks false, cancel, it contains false. That means we have to write a simple condition here. So if x is equal to true, then it will display this message. If x is equal to true means if OK clicked, then it will say record deleted. Else, if it is not true means false. Else we will put an alert saying that so action cancelled. This message will display. That means directly using confirm box will not make any sense, because even you are using a confirm box, OK, cancel buttons are present, but they don't have a functionality defined. You have to write the functionality like this. That means on OK click, it returns true. So on true, what should happen? On false, what should happen? Actually, we are just displaying alerts. Later, we can do a lot of activities. As of now, I will save this and refresh and click on delete. When I click on delete, it puts an alert here. It puts a confirm box like this. Are you sure you want to delete? Now you have two options, OK and cancel. And when I click cancel, observe carefully when I click cancel, it shows a message, action cancel. So, okay. So action cancel. So there is no record deleted. Later you will have records deleting all other options, right? Initially, when I click delete, it is asking okay or cancel. I click OK, then it says record deleted. It will display the message record deleted. So we have written confirm box with correct logic. So it has two options now. Now you may ask, like, what happens if I press escape? If I press escape, escape is equal to cancel. Then it says action cancel. This is good. This is good. Earlier, if you don't write like this, if you don't write true or false, what should happen? Always it will be okay only. So it's just like an alert box. But the intention of confirm box is confirm the action from the user and whether to continue or to cancel. We have to define that. That we need to configure by writing a small logic. So for that, first you need to identify that confirm box is returning a Boolean value, capture that Boolean value, and use that Boolean value to write the conditional logic. On true, what should happen? On false, what should happen? That's what we are doing in this example. So confirm box, its value is returned and stored in X. When you press escape or when you press cancel, the confirm box stores false inside X. If you click OK, then it will store true inside that X. That's what we are writing in a condition. If X is true, record deleted. Anything else is action cancelled. That is how we have to use an alert and confirm. Alert and confirm. This is another example. This is for confirm. So you are clear with two options, how to use alert and how to use confirm. Important is alert and confirm will pop up a message box and user will not able to do any another work until or unless they confirm the action. They confirm the action, either okay or cancel, they have to confirm. So that is how we handle it. And sometimes what happens is displaying alerts and confirms. These days we don't prefer them much. Why we don't prefer them much? Because on devices like mobiles, so suppose user is using mobile tab like devices, and there he will access our website, and you cannot expect a pop-up like an alert inside the mobile screen. Already mobile screen very small, and he cannot handle such dialogues and pop-ups easily on a mobile screen or tab screen. That's the reason we should use our alternative techniques for handling this. So we can display messages inside the page, and we can lock all the activities until or unless the correct value entered. So we can't use alerts and confirms. So in current generation websites, because they are not good, because majority of users, if they use mobile tab like devices and you show alerts and confirms in them, that's problem because they have compact browsers. And it is even difficult to handle those pop-ups, right? For that, we need alternative techniques that we will see. But anyhow, even today, several websites you will see alerts and confirms coming when you are deleting, when you are making a transaction or something. And situation, we have to decide. So it is mandatory confirm or user can cancel. Based on that alert, and we have to use confirm. Another important option. So we have inner HTML and inner text. Inner text. Actually, inner HTML, inner text, both are similar, is with a slight variation, right? It's similar in functionality, but are not same. They have a specific different functionality. What is that? For example, see, if I want to display inner HTML, inner text means these are the output properties used to display message inside. These are the output properties used to display message inside any container element of HTML. Container element of HTML. So which can display text. What kind of container elements can display text? Like div, like span, like paragraph, like block quote, like heading. All are containers which can display text only, na? Heading, like you have options like, suppose data definition, we have table cell. Obviously you cannot use tr, na? Because tr is a container which can display table cell. Data is displayed in table cell, not in tr. You can even use dt, data definition. You can use li, list item. You cannot use OL, because in OL directly we can't display any text. We have to display in li. So that means you can use inner HTML, inner text to display in any one of these containers. So etc. So many are there. We can use these containers which can display text. Then what is difference between inner HTML and inner text? Inner HTML can display a message without any HTML formats. Can display a message without any HTML formats. That is, it will not allow any tags. It will not allow any tags in the message. So even you use the tags, it will be treated as normal text. Already you know about RC data elements. I told you. RC data elements are the elements which are used for displaying plain text. Even you write some formats, it will not allow those formats. It will display plain text only. Right? So that is this is inner text, not inner HTML. Inner text can display a message without any HTML formats. Inner text can display message without any HTML formats. It will not allow tags. Whereas inner HTML will allow. Inner HTML can display a message with HTML formats. So that is it will allow tags. It will allow tags to format message. That is difference between inner HTML and inner text. Remember, capitalization matters. That means you have to write exactly in this way. So let's see how they are used. What is difference between them? For example, now I'm removing here. So are you sure you want to delete? So here we are using a simple container below the button. Below the button, I'm adding a simple container. You can use a div. Suppose I added a div. Inside the div, I am adding a heading. And inside the heading, I want to display. Div have a class as form group. Okay. And we have here class. So that is text primary. And this heading have an ID. How to refer this heading? Because there can be so many headings. So heading have an ID called MSG. Now what I have to do is I have to collect this heading and display message inside the heading. Currently, there is no message inside the heading. There is no heading and message, empty. But you see F12 in the debugger, in the elements, you can see there is a heading element. But that heading element is not having any text inside it. It is empty. It's not only heading, you can use anything. You can use a div, you can use a span, you can use anything inside it. So I'm just defining, for example, a div again inside the div. So we have an empty div. We have an empty div. And I will give text center also. Text primary, text center. We have an empty heading, empty div. And the ID for the div is message. And important, currently it is empty. Nothing is there inside it. Nothing is there inside it. Okay. What I will do is for easy separating, right? So I will keep that also in a class form group. You know that from group will give a space between those two. Okay. Now, when user clicks delete button, I want to display message inside this div. Then what is the ID for the div? MSG. Then here, we are writing a simple logic here. Observe carefully. On delete click, we are confirming. And if it is true, I want to display a message. So I want to display a message. What is the message to be displayed? Where to display the message? I want to display the message inside a div. And how we can access the div? I told you, you can access by using tag name, class name, name. Currently, we have an ID, so we can access that by using ID. How do we access? Document dot get element by ID, and ID is MSG. This is referring to div. So inside the div, I want to display message. Then we have to use inner text. Inner text is equal to, that means inside the div we are displaying text. Inner text is equal to record deleted successfully. This message should display. Inner text is equal to what message you want to display. It is a property. We have to just assign a message. Now see what happens here. If cancelled, then it will show action cancelled. It is an alert. It is an alert. So I will refresh here. I click on delete. I click on cancel. Then it says action cancelled. Okay, nothing is displayed. I click on delete and I say okay. On okay, record deleted. Then it will show the message record deleted successfully inside the div. That means where to display the message that you can decide. And it can be any container. What is any container? That means you can put a div or a paragraph or a heading depending on your requirement, how you want to show the message. It can be in ordered list, it can be in list item, it can be inside data definitions, data terms, wherever you want, you can display it. And important, what is difference? This is inner text. Inner text. What is the problem in this inner text? That means example, I am defining inner text. Inner text example. This is inner text. What is problem in inner text? Observe carefully. When I am displaying the message, I want to keep this message in bold, and I am writing B for bold. I am writing B for bold. I want to put in some italic style or some font size. Then I am using font size is equal to, suppose we can put font size. HTML font size means I given 5. And I closed that font here. I closed the font here. We can apply CSS and so many things I will tell you. So, but very important, inner text will not allow these formats. Will not allow these formats. I will refresh here. I click on delete and I click OK. You can see all those messages tags are displayed as it is. That means it is not applying those formats. So it is displaying without the formats. It is printing everything as text. That is what we say RC data elements now. So that means inner text is not allowing any formats. Inner text is not allowing any formats. That means if I put the message like this, inner text message, I will keep it like this. I will change that in this example. If I keep the message in this way, it is going to print in the same way. How you defined it is printing in the same way. So I want it to use those formats. Then what we will do is we will change this inner text to inner HTML. Inner HTML, and you can see that inner HTML, once refresh, click on delete and click OK. Inner HTML is applying those formats. Font size is increased, it is changed to bold. So what is difference between inner HTML and inner text? So both are similar, only the point is inner HTML will allow all the formats to define. That means whatever the formats you use, it will take the formats and display. That's what the difference between inner HTML and inner text, right? So in the output functions and properties, so we have these options to handle. One is inner HTML, inner text, alert, and confirm. Similarly, what is outer HTML, console logs, that we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Okay. So tomorrow we will continue with the other output functions and see the differences so that we can later use them in our examples. Okay. Thank you. Yes, you can change its positions and everything. For that, you need to learn so many points in JavaScript. Then you can change the position, where to display, center of screen, right side, left side, you can.